Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to the Banner Saga. After a very successful last battle, no one died for once, and we actually let the Dredge Scourges summon some extra foes, so we got bonus renown out of that. Felt good. Felt good. Juno. I wasn't sure I'd ever see you again, Ivan. Hey, and Hakon is back too. Hey, she has a spear. She smiles and they embrace. Ivan is completely taken aback, as though he doesn't believe she's real. I'm sorry, I couldn't make it to Sigurholm. I ran into problems. If only you could have told us that. Well, now I know if I play it again. Problems is putting it lightly. There's a mile-wide canyon practically splitting the world in two over those hills. Couldn't find a place to cross. Worse, dredge are practically falling out of it like blood from a wound. They're not coming from the north anymore. They're everywhere. We noticed. Good to see you made it out alive, Ingvar. I take it the others didn't. Hakon becomes quiet. Then he motions towards Juno. She got across somehow. Found her out cold for a second time leaving Strand. We need every axe we can get right now. Bellower is here. Gods be damned, I thought I was free of that menace. I will deal with Bellower. Come on, no need to tempt him by standing out here. Indeed! Let's get into the safety of the walls. Hakon's caravan enters the city, fighting off waves of dredge as they go. To your relief, hundreds of skilled warriors are now safely in Borsgard. That's good, considering that our Varl are 0, our fighters are 36. 280... Oh! I totally did not need to blow all that money, did I? Hakon joins you on the wall with his personal bodyguard, Moger. Behind him, the Prince Luden stands alone, looking miserable. I have one last trip to make. I need this one to come with me, she says, pointing to you. I'm sorry, Ivan. You must wait for me one last time. Do not let the city fall before I return. It takes everything within Ivan's power to hold back, but he does. She turns to you. Rook, come with me. We'll return in 2 days, maybe less if you're as quick as you look. Tell anyone who needs to know. Where? Why? Not far, says Juno. She pauses and something shifts in your vision, just for a moment. I know it's hard, she says, her voice filling your head. And you've already been through a lot. As she speaks again, the rest of the world melts away. But you're needed. You can't find the words to argue. Oh, did she use magic on me? Tisk tisk. You don't remember leaving the city, but here you are, walking through unfamiliar ground behind Juno. You're alone, aside from hundreds of dredge who are all facing toward an enormous stone ahead. The hairs on the back of your neck stand up. That is, disconcerting, to say the least. Oh, there's another godstone. Not sure what that arrow up there is. Oh. Because we don't have anything. We're at the godstone of Stravs. You glance nervously around, but the dredge don't seem to hear her. It's okay. You can speak, softly. Is this where you're going to sacrifice me? Juno smiles. What could have come across as profoundly creepy looks sincere instead. No, the dredge cannot see us. To be more precise, they can see us, but I've convinced them to be unconcerned. I can understand your apprehension, though. Who are you? I wish we'd had time for a proper introduction. My name is Juno. I am on the Mender Council. You've met Ivan, my apprentice. How are you doing these things? Controlling minds? I thought Menders built things and healed wounds. You are right. Menders do these things. Some of us still practice the teachings given to the Loom Mother's first creations. We are called Valka. I believe I am the only one who can influence another's mind. Then why not take control of Belor? I learned the talent to heal minds, not control them. Though even some Valkar have trouble believing this. Taking control of Belor, it is the difference between convincing a child to sit still and telling a starving bear to stop being hungry. The truth is, we're rarely a match for the Sundar anymore. Our advantage is that we can train more Valka. It is also our weakness. The Valka pass on and lose their knowledge, while the Sundar simply grow older and more powerful. Belor is both immortal and beyond my influence, to a point. Then how do we stop him? The God of Secrets will play a part, as will you. What are we doing out here? Do you know of the god Stravs? Few know this stone exists, even amongst those who have lived their whole lives in Borsgard. While Dengler deals in fortune, Stravs taught men the value of trade in a different way. He showed them it has consequence, two sides of the same coin. See the silver in the stone? The gales up here wear away the stone, but the metal remains. We need a piece of this silver. The god Stravs is wreathed by imagery of silver weapons. The myths say he traded these weapons to the gods, and they used them to kill each other. Oh, that sounds... So, we're gonna make a god-killing weapon. I guess if the gods can kill each other with silver weapons, we could use the same thing to kill the Sundar. Those who seek out the stone call him the god of trade. The Menders call him the god of secrets. He was both. Why are we surrounded by dredge? They seem to be drawn to the godstone. There are many things we don't know about Stravs. Ooh, excuse me. Maybe they see him as a patron, or it is an attraction they cannot explain. Does Stravs have something to do with that serpent in Einertoft? What was that thing? I cannot say. Cannot? Or will not? Can't? I have my suspicions, but until I've had time at the Mender libraries, it would be unwise to speculate. Oh, come on. For all our knowledge, it always seems as though we know little. Imagine how the rest of us feel. On the contrary, the less people know, the more certain they tend to be. That's actually quite accurate. Why did you pick me? Why didn't you take Ivan or Hakan? You don't even know me. I apologize for putting you in danger. Ivan must keep Borsgard from falling while we are away. And if something goes wrong here, I need to be certain one of us makes it back alive. I saw the thoughts of each person when I arrived at Borsgard. You were the only one I knew would return. What do you mean? You would find your way back to Alet no matter what. Let's get what we need and go. Indeed, you'll need to dislodge at least a fistful of the metal. We will forge it into an arrow to slay Belor. Wait, after everything you've told me. Make a magic arrow to shoot Belor? That's all it takes? Why didn't you do that a long time ago? Juno gets a faraway look in her eyes. No, that is not all it takes. What I tell you now must not be repeated. The arrow will not kill Belor, even were it to strike his heart. He has no physical weaknesses. But it will sow doubt in his mind. When it pierces him, I will help him to believe that he is dying. The rest of you will convince him with sword and axe. Everyone who fights at your side must believe it to be true. You're going to trick him into thinking he's dead. That is the most insane... He really can't be killed? No, someday he will awaken and realize he's not dead. I imagine he will be quite upset. I find that hilarious. First, we must make the arrow. Focus on the task at hand. She looks knowingly at the godstone, waiting for you to start climbing. Rook, I am not certain how the dredge will react when you do this. And behind us is a sudden drop. So, be careful. Sounds bad. Yeah, there's a drop over there. That's for sure. Approaching the back of the stone, you start to climb, looking for a loose piece of the silver vein. Even without looking out onto the dredge, you can feel each sinister face watching you closely. Held back only by Juno's influence, panic races through your blood. Let's climb higher where it may be easier to remove. As you climb, you can't help but notice the stony masks of dredge lined up before the godstone, like worshippers before an idol. Just a glimpse nearly immobilizes you. Your hand rests on a piece of silver that comes away easily. The dredge do not react. Don't press your luck, head back down. You nimbly descend to where Juno is waiting. Well done, she says. As you walk back through the dredge, their heads turn in unison to follow. The dread that lingers, and the shaking in your hands, does not subside for hours. Hey, excellent. I think we made the right choice. Godstone straws. You approach the gates of Borisgard again, relieved that they're still standing. It looks like they took a beating while you were gone. Alette rushes to your side and throws her arms around you once you've crept through the gates. Juno smiles at the reunion and tells you, Take this time with your daughter. Find a smith who can fashion an arrow from that silver. I have other things to which I must attend, but meet me on the walls when you are done. Crafters! Market! Heroes! We have, why is just Rook and Alette in the party? 28 out of 14. 22 out of 14. Well, we've got a nice big group of people here. I actually want to promote Krummer. Well, do I want to promote Krummer? Bercy cannot be promoted. Gris cannot be promoted. Luden can't. Eric can't. Ogre can. Hakon can. Oh, I think I want to promote Hakon. Alright, let's see. Oh, 4. Oh, that's good. Now, let's just go up to 3, and we'll get another point of armor. We have quite a few people now. I kind of wish that guy would come back so I could get that item that I gave him back, but I'm guessing that's a no. Alright, well, let's go to the crafters. It takes a while, but you finally find someone willing to craft an arrow for you. He eyes you suspiciously when you show him the silver, but shakes his head and gets started. Alette watches, a smith's fire reflecting in her distant stare. I talked with Ivan a long time while you were gone. He told me a lot about Juno. Is she really as powerful as he said? Certainly seems that way. Yeah, I'm not saying maybe too powerful. That might be the most luck we've had so far. Dad, I think I know what's going to happen now. An arrow? She's going to make you shoot Bellower, isn't she? I don't know for sure. Come on, who else is going to do it? Ivor? Alette, I know where this is going. You're afraid of me dying. This isn't like before. We can't run this time. That's not what I... Let me do it. What? Why not? Because you think I'll get hurt? What do you do when Bellower comes straight for the person holding the only thing that can destroy him? Let me speak. Everything's changed. Skarger feels so long ago. I'm not asking because I'm afraid of losing you. I'm not afraid of anything anymore. Let me do it because you know I'm a better shot. I have a better chance of puncturing his armor. We only have one shot. I'm not a child anymore. I'm not just some girl. I'm your daughter. I can do this. For once, let me decide what happens to me. I know you can do it. Take the arrow. She smiles and takes your hand in hers. We'll survive this. I know we will. You sit by her side silently until the smith finishes his work. Excellent. And you know what? I just remembered. I want to go back and swap items around. Let's see. That one, +3 armor break, I'm going to give back to Rook. And this, I think, would be better for Nid. Alright, let's go talk to Juno. How much time do we have left on this episode? A fair bit. There he is. Juno is in the middle of an animated debate as you approach, the arrow in your hand. There is little time left. Bellower knows we're here. Whether he is waiting for more of his forces to arrive or simply wants to starve us out first, I cannot tell. But he will not expect a direct attack.
Is this a joke? How are we going to do that?
I will take a handful of warriors to face him. I can keep a small group hidden from sight. The rest of you will lead the charge from here. With luck, Bellower will send his armies away from himself to meet you.
What about the Ravens? They may protest.
They will not. I've arranged a task for them.
Even if you make it to Bellower, what chance is there of defeating him? We saw what happened at Einertoft. That thing can't be killed.
Juno shows them the arrow you had forged from the Godstone silver. This will make him bleed like the rest of us. Once he is pierced, he will be vulnerable. She looks you in the eyes. We only have one. Do not miss. And bring only those you absolutely need. It will take all of my concentration to keep the other dredge from swallowing us up. I cannot join in the battle.
Oh, I wanted to use her in battle. And if we kill Bellower, then what? The dredge will just wander away?
That is my belief, yes. I can't say for certain.
This is a doomed plan. Help us hold out here until the ships are finished.
And then what? Bellower will hound our every step all the way to Arborang, where I am certain more Sunder await. Now is the time to speak to loved ones, and the memory of any god that pleases you. Rest. In the morning we slay asunder. Okay, well, we got 6 renown, not enough to buy any of those items, so... These are actually pretty good items. Well, I don't know about that. Those 3 are pretty good, but, yep. Despite the fact that this is going to be a short episode, and we did not get any battles into it, I think we're going to end it. I have a feeling that the next episode will require quite a bit of work, and I don't really have a lot of time left in this session. So I think we're going to end it here on a cliffhanger, and in the next one, we will go out and meet Bellower himself. Hopefully kill him. I'm gonna have to figure out who I want to take. Definitely want to take Nid. Definitely want to take Ivor. Hakon and Moger, I think, are probably going to be the best bets. Let's take a quick look and make sure that we don't have any points available for anyone. You are ready for promotion, but I can't afford it. We'll leave Krummer since he's injured. I'm going to leave Oddleif simply because her special ability really is not as good as Nid's. I am rather disappointed by that. We'll leave Ekkel. And I probably should, let's see, +2 strength. Let's leave Eric. Luden I don't think is going to do that much good. I did have a comment that Luden was really good against the slingers, but The problem being that he's too low level, and I don't know what else we'll face. He does have 2 points available that I never spent, though. Give an armor break, and give an armor. Let's do that. You have no points available. You have no points available. You have no points available. And let's go through you guys. No points, no points, no points, no points, no points. You are ready for a promotion. Oh, this guy, he is going to be so good in this battle. Alright, let's see. Who do I want to go first? Well, let's take a look at items first. That's +2 will on rest. What are your special abilities? And what was your special ability? Bring the pain. I don't know if I ever really used that. Break attack +2 and +3 to return the favor. That is actually pretty good. I might have to try to remember to use that. Let's see. +2 strength. You got the bonus to movement. Bonus to movement would probably be better for these guys, since they don't move very far at all. Let's do that. Let's do that. It's 2 will on rest. I guess that would be better for him. That would be really nice on someone, but again, Ivor is the only one that can use it, and +3 strength is just too good to pass up right now with our current party. Alright, let's actually get Ivor there. We'll get Hakon there, and there we go. Alright, I think that's going to do it. Yeah. Alright, in the next episode, we'll go out and face Belor. See you then.